This is Laura from Wood County 4-H, and I'm with you today to talk about how to build your star finder for sky gazing tonight. So before we get started, let's make sure that you have everything that you need. Now, almost everything that you need was included in your kit. So there's a whole file folder and a half file folder. Yours might have some writing on it. Don't worry about it, it'll get cut off. And then we also need copies of the star holder and the star charts. All of those things were in your kit, along with some glue. Two things that were not in your kit are a pair of scissors and a stapler. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So glue takes some time to dry. So let's start out with the gluing that we need to do. Before you glue, the first thing I want you to do is take and fold right along this black and white edge on the star holder, okay? And then you're gonna put glue on the back of this, and I want you to glue it right onto the full file folder, okay? That black and white edge that you just folded is right on the fold line of the file folder. So once you've got that glued down, set it aside and let it dry. And while that's drying, you can go ahead and cut out the circles for both the simple star field and the complex star field. I've already gotten my complex star field cut out, and you'll notice that I have the months all the way around the circle still. That's a really important part you need to keep. So I want you to put some glue on the back of the star field, and then just glue it down to any place on the half file folder, so long as the circle fits completely on that, okay? And now just set these aside and let them dry, and then we'll come back to work. So my glue has dried on both my star chart and on my star holder. And so the next thing I need to do is cut this out. Now, it's really important that you do not cut the fold of the file folder. So you're going to cut along these kind of odd edges only. And when I first tried to cut this out, I tried to go through both layers of file folder at the same time, and that just didn't work very well at all. So pro tip, cut out one layer. I'll show you what I've got in just a moment. So cut one layer of the file folder first. You can see I did that bottom. And then come back, and you'll then trim the back off. Once you've cut around all of these edges, you need to open up the folder again and cut out only this center circle on one layer, only on the front. Now, cutting through something in the center of the tag board can be pretty tricky, so this would be a great time for mom or dad or an older sibling to do that task for our younger campers. And then the other thing you need to do right away is cut the circle out now of the star field that you put on the half file folder. And then as soon as you are able, as soon as you've got that cut out, put glue on the back side of the other star field and glue it to that circle. Set it aside, let it dry, and then we'll come back for the last steps. Okay, so now I have my star finder holder all cut out. You can see the fold is intact and the oval is only cut out on one side. So now it's time to pull out the stapler. You can see that there are marks exactly where the staples should go. There are places for 3 staples. And another tip, make sure that you staple right where it says or a little bit further away. Do not staple any closer to the center of the holder. So now, to show you how this works, I'm going to put my star chart, the simple side, right in the holder. Okay, and now there's a couple of things to notice. First of all, you see I have the months around the outside circle. We're in July and we're in mid-July, so I am going to get July out here. And let's say we are going out to sky gaze at 9 p.m. So I am going to try to line up the day with 9 p.m. And we're going to say that today is July 16th and it's 9 o'clock at night. And now these are the constellations that should be visible to you. Now, how do you find them? Well, now you can notice south, east, north, and west are all marked on the Starfinder folder. So that gives you an idea of which direction to look in. On July 16th at 9 p.m., Leo is off in the western sky. Those that are closer to the center, that means they're going to be kind of way up high, where those around the edges are closer to the horizon. And if you wanted to, if you're accustomed to looking at the stars, or if you've got a great dark night sky, flip it around and you can have the complex star chart facing out. And I have it set again for 9 p.m., July 16th. And look at how many more constellations are visible. Again, it's showing you that Leo is off on the western sky, but now you see a number of other ones. And the night sky changes all year round and even all night long. So if we were to set up then that we were out at 11 p.m. on July 15th or 16th, now, can you still find Leo? I'm not finding him anymore. Where did he go? He's just moved under the horizon, so we can't see him anymore. So have some fun with your star finder. Some great tips if you're out sky gazing. The less moon, the better. The less clouds, the better. But if you want to see anything even more, like try binoculars. We don't all have telescopes, but just a simple pair of binoculars are amazing, even to check out the moon. You'll be amazed at the craters and other details you can see. Enjoy this. It's a fantastic, fun activity. And if you're in the city, you might need to get away from home and kind of go out into the country, because sky gazing with all the light pollution of the city is a real bummer. I hope you're enjoying camp so far. I hope to hear from you soon. Have a great night. Bye-bye.